Goyal. Today we are in Marathwada, the region known for developmental backlog in Maharashtra. This is the place where several key constituencies are, and right now we are headed to Nanded, which is considered to be the bastion of Ashok Chavan. Now the political combinations there have changed drastically after Ashok Chavan has jumped over from the Congress to the BJP. How will the political equations look? What do the people of Nanded feel like? What are the issues that will dominate these Lok Sabha elections? Let's hear from them as we head to Nanded.
We are supporting the BJP. After Mr. Ashok Chavan has joined the BJP, this village has completely been supporting BJP. So.
But why BJP? What is the issue because of?
What is because we are impressed by the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, who has now said, "Ab ki baar 400 par." So we are supporting them. And since last 10 years, his activity, his work has impressed to the most of the Indians. So we are supporting BJP.
We are at Huzur Abchal Nagar Sahib Gurudwara in Nanded. This is the second most important place of pilgrimage for the Sikhs across the globe after the Amritsar Akal Takht, and this is one of the 5 important takhts that Sikhism talks about. Today, let us take a look of this Gurudwara. Situated on the banks of Godavari, Nanded has been the traditional bastion of the Congress party. In fact, even in 2014 Modi wave, Ashok Chavan had been able to win despite the Modi wave as the Congress MP from Nanded. In 2019, he had lost to Pratap Patil Chikhlikar by around 40,000 votes. This time on, the political combinations have changed and Pratap Patil Chikhlikar has been fielded yet again by the BJP as its candidate. Ashok Chavan, though, now is in the BJP canvassing for the BJP candidate.
आता इतकी वर्ष इथे मतदान होतंय, आता 26 तारखेला पण मतदान होणार आहे. तुम्ही लोक जाऊन करणार का मतदान लग्नात?
करत्या आम्हाला पाणी नाही, घर नाही, काहीच नाही. माझ्या बकरी साप नाही, चिखला तिथं वर बघा चला.
The dynamics of Nanded constituency are quite interesting. This constituency has a substantial Dalit and Muslim population, and both these groups have traditionally been loyal to the Congress party. We've seen that last time when Pratap Patil Chikhlikar, who was previously with the Congress and then turned to the BJP because he couldn't get along with Ashok Chavan, we saw that during that fight Ashok Chavan was defeated by Pratap Patil Chikhlikar by a margin of around 40,000 votes when the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi had clocked a sizable Dalit vote. This time on in Nanded, Pratap Patil Chikhlikar and Ashok Chavan both belong to the BJP. The Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi has given a Lingayat candidate and the Congress has fielded someone who's an ex-legislator.
नांदेड़ में इशू जो है तो डेवलपमेंट के इशू है, वो लेकर नांदेड़ का डेवलपमेंट करने के लिए अशोक राव जी के नेतृत्व में हम काम करने वाले हैं. ये बात सच है कि पहले इलेक्शन में मैं और चौहान साहब एक दूसरे के खिलाफ लड़े, मगर अशोक राव चौहान साहब राज्य के भूतपूर्व मुख्यमंत्री हैं, उनकी भी एक ताकत है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी की भी ताकत है, और 2 ताकत एक जगह आने से मुझे लगता है कि मैं तो अभी विन होने वाला कैंडिडेट हूँ, इससे अलावा कुछ नहीं बोल सकता.
मेरे ख्याल से वंचित की वजह से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सीट आई, ये गलत है, क्योंकि लास्ट टाइम जो वंचित से प्रत्याशी थे वो अलग कम्युनिटी से थे, धनगर समाज से थे. तो मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के वोट उनकी तरफ डाइवर्ट हो गए थे. तो अभी और भी इजी हो गया है भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए और निश्चित तौर पर से ज़्यादा वोटों से चिखलीकर साहब जीतेंगे, ये विश्वास हमें लग रहा है।
पूरा 100% तो हमारे साथ नहीं आएगा, ना नांदेड़ में ही, पूरे प्रदेश में और पूरे देश में यही परिस्थिति है। केवल कुछ लोगों को भ्रमिष्ट किया जा रहा है, कांग्रेस की ओर से ये नैरेटिव सेट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन किसी एक वर्ग को एक नैरेटिव सेट करके बताया जा रहा है और कांग्रेस के हाथ में बस यही रह गया है कि कांग्रेस दलित समाज को भ्रमिष्ट करे और मुसलमानों के प्रति उन्होंने एक ऐसी प्रतिमा खड़ी कर दी, सीए हो, एनआरसी हो, 3 तलाक हो, जैसे राम मंदिर जैसा। क्यों भाई, इतने बड़े हिंदू देश में एक आस्था का विषय हमारा बनता है, फिर एक मंदिर बनने के बाद इतना नैरेटिव सेट करने का कारण क्या है? रही बात मुस्लिम और दलित समाज की, वो हमें वोट नहीं देंगे, कुछ प्रतिशत मिल भी जाएंगे जो हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे, फिर नहीं भी देंगे।
Marathwada has been at the epicenter of Maratha reservation agitation. Just last year, we saw that the houses of legislators were burnt and vandalized by angry Maratha protesters. Now, even though Maharashtra government says that it has given reservation to the Marathas, the issue of Maratha reservation is still resounding on the ground. We hear several voices, youth specifically, talk of how Maratha reservation will be one of the issues on which voting is likely to happen. So one of the issues for Maharashtra is that of Maratha reservation. We've seen that, as we travel, youth are also talking about how Maratha reservation has not been brought. We've seen a massive agitation. We have seen the backlash, particularly against the establishment, the sitting government. How do you see this being reflected in these elections now?
See, this is an issue. I no doubt, I wouldn't say this is not an issue. But I would rather say this is not a political issue, it's a social issue. It's the issue of the Maratha community which needs to be resolved. But nevertheless, it is issue which has been into legal tangles. There have been a lot of legal issues which have posed a challenge. I'll just give the brief background of how things have developed. I have handled this issue personally, so I know the background of the issue. Supreme Court has said no reservations in the country will exceed 50% of the total reservation. I mean, of the total population, no reservations in the country can exceed 50%. Now, if this is a cap on 50%, then the issue comes up that how do we accommodate Maratha reservation? Now, the government has, Supreme Court judgment also says we can exceed 50% only under extraordinary circumstances, in special circumstances where the communities are extremely backward, they need to be brought into the mainstream of the country. A number of conditions have been cited by the Supreme Court judgment. In view of this, there was a report prepared by Justice Gaikwad, who was the chairman of the commission regarding the Maratha community backwardness. He had prepared a report. That true report was not accepted by the Supreme Court. Hence, the reservation given by the then government of socially and economic, educationally backward community, Maratha community, was SEBC, was set aside by the Supreme Court. Of course, it's a Supreme Court judgment. So, Supreme Court judgment is the law of the land. Question is, no government is above Supreme Court. So, the issue needs to be tackled in a different manner. One of the reasons is that how to comply with the conditions of the Supreme Court. That Justice Shukre was appointed by Mr. Eknath Shinde to comply with the conditions of the Supreme Court judgment so that there won't be any issue. Though that has been complied with, a report of the backwardness of the Maratha community has been tabled on the House. Unanimously, the House has again passed a resolution adopting a 10% reservation for the Maratha community, and that GR has already been issued. So, 10% reservation for Maratha community has already been given, number one. Secondly, the question of Kundbi. Now, there have been several records during the Nizam time or even the earlier days where families have been recorded as Kundbis. And Kundbi family, particularly in Maharashtra also a number of districts, there have been some old records during the Nizam and earlier times where Marathas, certain families have been notified as Kundbis. So whoever's name occurs in those records have been given the Kundbi certificate, and because of, by virtue of they being Kundbis, they have become OBCs because they comply with the condition and they have got the Kundbi certificates. The question arises, one more demand is still there, that people, though they don't have direct records available, but who are related to the people who have been declared as Kundbis, they should also be given the benefits of the Maratha OBC community. Now, Chief Minister has categorically said, they have issued a notification saying that Objections need to be called. Views of all affected people have to be ascertained. If any objections do come, they have to be addressed. They have to be taken care of. And once this is done, then possibly whatever is outcome, accordingly the decision will be taken regarding relations of these people who have been notified as Kundbis. So that process is going on. Once the code of conduct is over, that issue will be tackled as per the prevailing laws and issues. And I think that issue is still undergoing scrutiny of the law. And thirdly, the issue regarding people getting losing jobs when the SCBC thing was struck down by the High Court and also the Supreme Court. Some people were, some people got stuck up because they had been selected but not appointed. So those people we gave them supernumerary posts, around 250 people in the MSCB, particularly MSCDCL, that is MSCB, earlier times MSCB. Those people have been absorbed on supernumerary posts. Nanded district itself had around 40 to 45 people who were given jobs. A number of jobs have been, decisions have been taken where the state government decided in the cabinet to absorb them on supernumerary posts. So they have been appointed. Now the question is now the new recruitment in the police department elsewhere. That to issue, they needed certificates. The government has issued directions. First of all, they will not be able to get certificate of the under 10% reservation. So that issue has been addressed. They have been given non-creamy layer. If they had that certificate, they could be allowed to apply for these posts. So I think things are going around.
मराठा आरक्षण नहीं मिला, मोदी सरकार कुछ नहीं बोल रहा हो.
क्या आपको आरक्षण मिला है या
नहीं मिला है.
लेकिन सरकार तो बोल रही है आरक्षण मिल गया.
वो पहले ही दिए थे ना, टीका नहीं हो.
Water scarcity, agricultural distress, unemployment among youth were some of the issues that people spoke about during this election campaign trail.